Hi, Earthlings. We've got some big news, haven't we? So, I think I'd like to begin. Put some lipstick on, I don't like it. I think I'd like to begin by sharing with you how I taught my children when they were young to what we call say grace. So, whenever food was given, I always said, "Thank you, Lord, for this food. Please bless the ground that it grew from so it may grow again, so we may keep living. May every mouthful we eat fill a hungry child's belly. Amen." Now, I'm sharing that with you because I believed in it, and I feel that how energetic intention has power. And while I'm on the subject of intention, I don't think the witches are going to be enjoying the next part of life, even though they've had such a fun time doing lots of bad things. So sad for them. Now, but great for us because finally we're not under the spell and we're not trapped. Now, many things to talk about. So, just recently we had full moon in Taurus. Wasn't so long ago, was it? And yet so much has happened. We are entering a very important 6-month phase, and that's what I'm talking about today, which is everything to do with Mars. So Mars is going through the retrograde sequence 3 times between the houses of Cancer and Leo, little dips into Leo before finally going direct and traveling in the direct motion again. So yes, I had dreams, significant dreams, and also I'm just going to discuss quite a few things today before I get into the subject. Now, the other thing was there was a lot of this twin flame, meeting your twin flame again after a long period of time situation, and I avoided that. So it could have been possible for me as well, but I didn't interact. But I listened to some people who did on YouTube, and I just sort of got the impression, much as they zhushed it, that it was probably for the better that they had have not done anything. So I feel good about what I've done, even though there's like all those signs, signals, this and that. So, but I dismissed it. Now, because another thing was happening to me at the same time, and on my algorithm on YouTube, a strange occurrence with YouTube was decide how to make a decision, meditation for making decisions. In fact, there was so many. It was like ask your intuition, receive answers, heart-centered decision making, hypnosis for making a difficult decision. I got a lot of those, like a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 13. Now, so I didn't know what the decision was about, if it was about like this twin flame continuance, or if it was, or what it was really. So anyway, I started to heal. My body has been going through this really traumatic experience, and finally I started healing, and I was like, that's good. Actually meant the witch didn't have so much power at the end of the day, because boy, life. I've been through a lot. So now maybe I should read this. Oh, there was this interesting thing that happened. I'm getting a bit personal. It's not really that personal, but it was really weird because I had washed my hair, but it looked really, really oily. And so I was like, what has gone wrong with my hair? Maybe I'm going through a new phase and now my hair's like an oily hair type and my shampoo's not working anymore or something like this. That's what I was thinking. And I was like, oh, that's so strange. But anyway, it's good. It's all normal. So, and then synchronicity is 100%. I came back to my room and the meditation had started playing about what path shall you take. And then it went to the next thing. I was just like, it just goes. I just play the YouTube. I just have it like my radio. And the next one was, God has anointed your head with oil. Your cup runneth over. And I was like, what the heck? What's going on? So the last is first. Now, I wrote it all down because I feel that it was relevant, especially just for myself. And and I've just got it all written down, so that's just, I'm keeping that personal, in fact. Now, every time you stood firm when the storm raged against you. The anointing doesn't come easy. Every drop of divine oil represents a moment when you could have given up. It's a testament to every storm you've battled. Every time you stood firm when a storm raged against you. Now, I really want to speak to you. The divine anointing is your reward for healing wounds no one could see, forged in the fire of betrayal, heartbreak, isolation, when those you trusted turned their backs on you, when you felt utterly alone, when taking one more step felt impossible. That is when Jesus Christ was carrying you, holding you close to his heart. The oil is proof his spirit has never left your side. Every storm you weathered, every battle you overcome, the price you've paid to get here. Now, I don't say God, and the reason why I don't say God is because there's so many of them, and even down to, they've all got different names, and Yahweh, the one of the Bible that everyone follows, I just don't think he's a good God. But anyway, Lord Shiva is the man who saved me, the one that I he brought me into his realm, okay? So, right, now, this is still personal. Lord Shiva moves people across your path not by chance, but by divine design. Some find hope simply because they see how you have overcome. Some are strengthened just by being in your presence. Your life is a testimony of your faith, your resilience, your purpose in action. Now, no amount of scheming, gossiping, slandering, belittling, undermining can undo what Lord Shiva has set in motion, and your enemies become witness to your rise. It proves their efforts are powerless against the hand of the Lord over your life. Their opposition highlights the strength of your anointing, showcasing the Lord's protection over you. Your glow does all the talking now. You need say nothing. I think I'll finish there. Now, I will go into this book, and I'm still on the Taurus full moon. So, the full moon was conjunct Uranus, a complete change to the foundation of our life. Uranus imparts a surprise evolution, quantum leaps forward, unforeseen changes of circumstance, with Pluto midheaven, a powerful soul change with endings, completions, and closures. The end of one state of being, the beginning of another stabilizes. Remember, my darlings, the eclipse season that I think we've completed it. We might have one to go, I'm not exactly sure. But the Aries Libra season, eclipse season, the Aries was our destiny, and it's usually about ego, but what it actually became about is our true self. Well, for me at least. So that was cool. And not only me, because there's a lot of you out there as well, and hi, I see you. Now, so the end of one state of being, the beginning of another stabilizes, because now we're living in our true self, our authentic self. So other people say authentic self. Decisions get made with this full moon outpour and establish, become fixed and solidify. So I was like, oh, maybe that's why all the decision things came on. So I did a decision meditation, and one side was one door. Cadet, yeah, 2 doors, and one door was like, it was what I wanted, and what I wanted was to live my life as an artist, solitary with my own shed, all this gear going on, and I was like, yeah, that's where I'm heading. And then the other one was people in my life, people that I love. And so I did the meditation, and then the meditation told me that I was supposed to pick the people, but I was like, I don't think I have to obey that. Right, the North Node of Destiny is at 5 degrees Aries, finding the skills, loyalties, values to rise to higher levels of consciousness, boldly breaking new ground according to your own vision, planning for the future, building upon your potential, developing your wisdom. The choice. So, yeah, that was that. Now, full moon outpour. For those who are highly sensitive empaths like me, use your sensitivity to avoid harmful situations and protect your mental well-being to create a more peaceful life. It's not a matter of preventing pain, it's to develop a deep connection with positive forces that guide you towards harmonious choices. That's what detachment means. Develop your belonging to nature in your interactions of speaking to flora, fauna, trees, and animals. Nourish your energy with the energy nature exudes around you. Maintain freshness in your spirit, attuning to spiritual reality. That's like the little child experiments that they do at school now. There's 2 plants, same soil, get watered the same. One gets spoken to with love and one gets spoken to with horrible words and stuff like that. And it shows the children that the plant that gets spoken to horribly withers, and the plant that gets spoken to with love thrives. There's that, but also humans, us, earthlings, we have an interactive, symbiotic relationship with trees. I breathe out carbon dioxide. The trees breathe in carbon dioxide, turn it into oxygen. I breathe in oxygen. Also, I recently did this experiment, which I love, and that is, there was these people, it was on TikTok, but I saw it on YouTube. And what it is you sort of stand in the branch of the tree, the leaves or something, they're a little bit away from you, but you ask the tree, are you able to touch me? And the branch actually, the leaves actually touch. I was like, oh, I'm going to try that. So I did, and it's legit. It's real. Actually, the branch, the little bud, because it's springtime here, the leaf and the bud thing got stuck in my hair. I was like, whoa, it's seriously real. So the trees understand our language and obviously intention. Now, Mother Nature absorbs and transmutes to purify, so release emotional burdens onto her and retain your inner balance. Mother Nature nurtures, giving you a vibrant, lively energy. Mother Nature provides because she cares for all earthlings. In every encounter and every experience, there is beauty and value. Now, you can face every challenge without being overwhelmed by emotions by cultivation of a peaceful vision of life laying under the branches of a tree, stabilizing your soul. Mother Nature gives a calm beauty to your features as you harmonize within yourself. Now, I want to say something else. And so what happened was it was revealed to me this extremely slanderous story about me, which wasn't true, and I was so freaking angry about it. And I was like, how dare they? Now, what I did was, it was Diwali last year, and what I did, I was supposed to be going to this Diwali thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't go to Diwali, I'm just like so angry. So I went to this place where these beautiful old trees are. They're about 100 years old. And I just lay down on the grass underneath one of these trees, and literally tears were coming out my eyes and stuff. And I lay down under the tree. I was all dressed up for Diwali. And I was looking up in the leaves and stuff, and it was just so beautiful and had such a calming effect on me. And I was like, I don't get it, Why are they doing this to me? And I just lay there, and I think I said it, or I didn't say it. I might have said, I'm so angry. I think I said that, and they're slandering my name. I can't handle it. And my character, in fact, is out there slandering, not my name. And I just stayed there till I was calm. And I believe that Mother Nature took that energy and neutralized it, which she is very good at. Right. Intuition saves lives. Obeying your intuition, taking the right action to avoid people who lure you into danger, gives you a serene and luminous appearance. Taking that leaf cutting when your intuition says, you should take a cutting. And I'm like, what? I've already got the plant. Why should I take a cutting? But then what happened was someone pissed on the plant, peed on it, and the plant died. And if I had have taken the cutting, I would have still had that plant. So that was just a small lesson saying you should listen to your intuition, but it worked. Moving or removing your jewelry when your intuition clearly mentions it. Drive under 100. Drive under 100. Okay, so there was this time, and angels literally must have held my car together and saved my life. So all four wheels of my car were, the nuts were loosened. I tell you, seriously, terrible things have happened to me. And I had to drive from one town to the town that I live in. And as I was driving, I felt the steering sort of like this. And I was like, oh my goodness, my steering's out of alignment. That's weird, And then I heard the message, drive under 100. So that's kilometers per hour. So I actually dropped it down and just made sure that I stayed at like 80. And I just drove home clean on 80, and that's it. I didn't sort of really alternate my speed from 80. Oh, except for when I come into town, I dropped it down to 70, 50, drive home. And then the next day I talked to a mechanic and I was like, can you please have a look at my car? I think my steering's out of alignment. So I went to work, come home from work, and he's like, do you know what's wrong with your car? I said, no. He was like, a sabotage. I was like, what? Sabotage? And someone had loosened all my wheel nuts. And I'm lucky to be alive. I didn't even know. And I just drove home not even realizing. I've got more stories like that, but I'm saved by angels many times. Now, our intuition saves lives. Buy mustard, eat some cheese, take this side road, hide your money, go back into that room, stay in the car. So your ability to adapt to your intuition is a precious resource for your body. Now, next eclipse cycle, which is Virgo and Pisces, and I'll be getting into a lot of stories about that, is going to be about cultivating a deep connection with the essence of our spirit. So we've been cultivating our spirit, and now we're going to learn a new cultivation. It's a connection to the essence of our spirit, which I haven't done before. So this is really cool, and I'm going to be really getting into that. Now, 20 years of karmic paybacks begin. Pluto in Aquarius. So that's, nobody can stop that. That's happening, all right? Now, I'm just going to miss out all this because we'll talk about it later. It's all about the new eclipse season that is beginning. Next year. This year and next year. I will begin by just mentioning here that we have 2 new moons in Virgo next year. So that's going to be our focus. And Virgo is actually the fate side of the eclipse cycle. So I've written quite a bit about that. Now, I really want to get you onto this Mars energy. The 6 months. I've got stuff all over the place. So, Mars. Now, Mars in Cancer is like a crab with the ocean waves, and the ocean waves crashing forward and the undertow pulling back and crashing forward and the undertow pulling back. And at the same time that's happening, the tide encroaches. It comes in and then it goes out. Okay, it's got its own cycles going on. Cycles within cycles. Now, I think I'm on the right page, or am I not? Oh my God, I've got more shivers. Right, I'll start here. Maybe I'll pop back to there later. 6 months of sidestepping begins. Right. Hold back from reacting to what's taking place in your life and stop holding back from taking specific action in your life. Okay, so that's the interconnectedness that we're on. Only sidestepping is going to open the door to the new beginning. This is the only approach that serves us. Old behavioral patterns that we use are a trap. Right, so these are when Mars is in Cancer, the zodiac Cancer, what's actually happening is there's this negative energy that's pushing over us, because it's a big time for all this karmic hoo-ha that's going to happen to all the bad guys, witches, warlocks, sorcerers, those who vampires, energy vampires, people who sacrifice people. All sorts of bad shit's going to go down, and we can be thankful that it's going to happen. So only sidestepping is going to open the door to the new beginning. Remember, crab, he goes this way, that way. He scuttles to this and scuttles to that. And the other thing crab does is he uses his little legs to bounce down, and he leaps to a rock pool. So only sidestepping is going to open the door to the new beginning. This is the only approach that serves us. Old behavioral patterns are a trap. Redirect negative energy in your favor by the way you respond and react. grasp this way to work with negative energy because it allows us to take complete control of the situation and they are not able to access or harness. So somebody slings a little jab at you, this negative energy, they're trying to hook or bait you, okay? And you're a little crab and you're just going to sidestep that and say, gee, I like your earrings. Anything you want, okay? As long as it is not relevant to the little dart that they fired. Diversion is not letting it go. It's still on record. We're just not persecuting them at this time. We're allowing for a change of behavior to occur. So someone sent out that little baited hook to try and lure you into a negative emotional state or some sort of drama, and you sidestepped it, and you're not going to disregard it. You call it diversion. So what had happened is you still keep it on record, but you're like, that goes on the naughty list. And what we're going to do after that is watch. Do they change their behavior? Yes or no? So instead of straight away forgiving them in case they didn't know any better, we are not at that point, all right? We're not just forgiving people anymore. We allow this negative energy coming in to excite you into making that leap. Let it energize you into taking full control of the situation by sidestepping when these events take place. It could be like just through Messenger or like an email, that sort of thing like that. People are starting off on that sort of a way. They're not going to come directly bowling yet. But we've got 6 months and that goes all the way to May, righto? Center yourself, take a deep, slow breath, look at the wave as a sign that you're about to have a big breakthrough. Do your sidestep and laugh. Because every sidestep is leading to your blessing and assistance from the divine cosmos. This is how we are transmuting the negative energy into a positive experience for us. So they slung their hook and we sidestepped, diverted, and they didn't catch us in their net, and that is actually funny, and I've just already been through the experience, that's why I know it's beginning, so it's funny. Now, this is how we're transmuting the negative energy. Taking this approach in a very systemic fashion sends a little bit of resistance back with that wave receding from you and back to them, because what you put out comes back. So if you are the ocean, the source, bad guys, the negative energy ocean, it comes back, all right? Get a feel for it. Now, we are vibrating and our true self energy, our authentic self, has started to, we've become more luminescent, okay? And there will be no knives in our back from now on. So do not fear that same old negative energy. You know all about it now. You cannot get caught up in the turbulence of the wave if you sidestep it or if you leap onto a rock pool. Reconstruct your reality based on what actually works during this phase. This is how we are going to change our whole reality. Mars is rewiring our egoic mind to a new way of interfacing with life. Think of it as, instead of like hermit mode, how they say in tarot, think of it as hermit crab mode. The energy of soul eye tuned, that's solitude. Soul eye tuned, our frequency into new behavioral patterns. These 6 months is where we make headway Make notes in your journal. What is your journal? The journal is the book of your journey, of how much ground you begin to cover, and as you progress, aligned with the divine cosmos, note down how it works for you. Be forewarned. These emotional waves of negativity are going to be coming in from friends, family, flatmates, neighbors, co-workers, partners. They're going to be coming in from people that you love and that you want to love and that you wish you could love. Wish that you had a better relationship with. Okay? I want you to be very discerning. The undercurrent is jealousy and envy. See it for what it really is. Stop making excuses for it. Did I mention? Yeah. Accept the truth of it. Give yourself a fighting chance to leap forward into a safe rock pool without survivor's guilt. You have already survived. Okay? We have survived. We've survived the attacks. We've survived physically in many forms, as well as energetically, as well as spiritually, in any way, as well as mentally. How many people have tried to make us mentally insane? Those gaslight people. When you're like, oh, where's my purse? And they're like, what purse? I don't know what the purse is. And you're like, my red one. Red. I don't know about your red purse. It's your purse. Those evil people. Anyway, and meanwhile, they've stolen it. Except for what it really is. Stop making excuses, okay? Survivor's guilt is not our thing. No. We've already survived. We are awakened. We do not sacrifice ourselves. Create distance from people who are not doing the work. If people are doing the work and going through a process of trying to heal as well, I'm not obviously speaking of psychopaths and those kind of people, because can they change? Well, they can moderate their mask, but can they change in their heart? They can't. So, create distance for people not doing the work. Don't look at what they're doing or what they're saying. Just trust your instinct and your intuition. Do not jeopardize your growth or your life. Cultivate your spirit. Be discerning with those from your past that reconnect. They may be wolves in sheep's clothing, sadly. This is not the time of unconditional love for all. Forgiveness for all who intentionally hurt or harmed me or plotted against me. This is not that time. Now, maybe during these 6 months, you attempt to leap forward, but you slip back, and next minute, you're trapped in the old ways again. Recognize this as the power of the opposer force. The principalities are not wanting this to be easy for you, but each time you slip back, the relationship gets worse and worse, stealing your energy to drag you down. They want you caught in that riptide. They want you dragged out into that negativity. They, meaning the principalities, because us, we have another purpose. We have a star purpose. And it's not the same as, a family is forever. Blood is thicker than water. I don't want to say other ones, but this is our land. How about that? No. It's a different purpose, okay? Now, know this and really work on your inner strength, especially when Mars is in Leo. So when Mars goes into the zodiacal house of Leo, that's when we can power up on our inner strength. So it is a prolonged period between the houses. So we strengthen in our discipline until our inner strength emanates from us like a beautiful guiding light. So we do Tai Chi or Qigong or any martial art, the way of the Shaolin monk. We do it all to heighten our awareness. We get into a practice, a martial art practice, Mars martial art. And desire your highest good. Hunger for it. Don't make it easy for people to try and stop your progress in life. Your intuition is a truth teller, and so is your body. Your intuition can never lie to you, and your body never lies to you. Okay, if you've got a sore tummy, you've got a sore tummy. If you need to go to the toilet, you need to go to the toilet. If you have this strange ache, it's there. What caused it? If you feel something stabbing into you like a needle, yeah, someone's got a voodoo doll. Don't fob it off as, oh, that's a strange thing. Know what you are dealing with. Big judgment is coming to all those who harm and hurt you, those who lied, slandered your character, all the witches. Oh my goodness, they can sense it, and it may make them desperate. No matter the cost, they will try everything to see if one of their tactics will work to entrap you. Sidestep, sidestep, sidestep. I know you're soft-hearted, but I'm telling you now, they will use you as their shield to try and dodge a bullet. They will sacrifice your life to spare theirs. They won't spare theirs, but they will literally put you in danger to try and dart off into another direction. But there's no hiding from this judgment. There is none. Right, it's not our destiny to be sacrificed. That is not your destiny. Your destiny is in the new that is going to unfold here on earth. Your destiny is to live, supported by the universe. So now you are tasked with rescuing yourself. And that is my message for... Oh, I do have one small added. It's quite a lot. Try to be brief. Attachment, detachment. The more we invest energy into a relationship, the more emotionally attached we can be. And our identity becomes joined because we pour in our energy, our hopes, our efforts, our time. And they become the source of our joy, our comfort, our purpose. And that's what locks us in and ties us down. So we become like our happiness depends on them. And we get attached to what they mean to us and what we mean, what our title is. So detachment does not mean stop caring. It is about caring enough for yourself to let go of what is harming your peace and clarity. Detachment is learning to love with hands wide open, not clenched into a fist holding on for dear life, causing pain or strain. Detachment is understanding that holding on is no longer serving you. It is the essence of detachment, the letting go of the weight of the burden that keeps our strength intact. When we change the way we tell ourselves the story, we can change the way we feel. That's like a thought process, only thought, but it helps our heart. And this is how we reclaim our power. The greatest relationship we will ever build is with us, our own spirit, our own soul, our own inner star child, our own ego, our own body, all looking after each other, all respected for the position they hold, for their abilities, honoured, respected, loved. It's a big mission. Detachment is not a matter of preventing pain. It is to develop connection with positive forces that guide us to harmonious choices. Detachment is courage and bravery, Mars. Acknowledging that your own well-being is worth more than the cycle of longing and self-doubt and regret. Detachment is where freedom lives. You are no longer confined. You are able to grow unconstrained. Happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Imagine being anchored in your value, your self-worth, that no person, no matter how much they once meant to you, has the power to shake. We don't pretend the pain doesn't exist. We use our self-love and compassion for ourselves to self-soothe. Okay, that is enough. It's getting really long. Now, I am sending you all much love. Heaps, all of it, love. And I wish everyone the strength on the journey with me, that we're gonna all go through this 6 months and come out the other side. That will be Leo and oh my goodness, Mars and Leo. And I think we're definitely in the new year, which is the year of the snake, and I'll be talking about this in my next video. I have 2 things to speak of. This is the Virgo thing that's going on big time for next year, and also I'm going to teach us as much as we can about the year of the snake. Okie dokes, until next time, ka kite, love you. Oops, I can't turn it off because I got fingernails.